took United States over 220 years to print $21 trillion. Over 220 years. In the last 4 years, guess how much United States printed? You guessed it, $21 trillion. So it took 4 years to print the same amount as we printed in the first 221 years. From 1776, when we had zero debt, to, I believe, 1997, something like that. This is unsustainable. People will say, well, you know, we're going to continue kicking the can down the road. It's not that big of a deal. Well, when you go out again and just go buy stuff, I understand you may not drink coffee, you may not drink energy shots, you don't need diapers, you don't need gasoline containers that are like $40 for 5 gallons of the Tractor Supply. I understand you don't eat ice cream, or you are vegan, so you don't care how much beef costs. Now, this is what I continue reading all over social media, as people are trying to dig their heads deeper in the sand to pretend that everything is fine because they're looking at the prices of, let's say, flat screen TVs, right? They're not looking at everyday things that people are now giving up. There is going to be, because of no more stimulus, there is going to be a day of reckoning now when working class decides we cannot simply afford to eat out, because the credit is going to freeze at some point. And I believe that's coming soon, meaning no more credit card, new debt, unless you have really outstanding credit, you have been paying off your credit card. But for those people that are not paying, they're about to file bankruptcies. As I covered on previous videos, those numbers are skyrocketing. They're going to say no more. Those are for people that are irresponsible. They just go out and spend money they don't have, knowing they can't pay it, but they just think that things are going to just change overnight. They're going to hit that jackpot and, you know, play those scratch-off tickets at the gas stations so they can hit it big. Those are the type of people that are going to have to make the decision. There is no more free money. Party in USA is over. This is not doom and gloom. This is reality here. Just a regular guy trying to make sense out of this nonsense. And nonsense there is plenty. We are officially Banana Republic, third world country. Whether or not you are MAGA, whatever, on the Trump train, what's going on, what they're doing to him is ridiculous. And I'm not a Trump guy. I know that's unpopular opinion. A lot of people expect channels like this for me to be all about Trump. I used to be. I don't want to rant on that. And I realize it's one party against we the people. Like I said, don't want to divert on that. That's irrelevant. What's relevant is that we are a third world country. Look what's going on from the other side, from Democrats. Look what is going on. We got a president that's falling asleep on national TV. He's tripping over and falling asleep in front of everyone. That's just one example. It's a laughing stock. And what's going on in the entire Biden family and everything that we know, with all the files that were dropped on Twitter, nobody's been held accountable for anything. That is a definition of third world country, Banana Republic. And now, like I was talking about all this inflation that we continue seeing, you're going to see more crimes. It's inevitable. Is it imminent? Is it going to happen tomorrow, right now, in every city? No, but it's coming. They're locking things up across the country right now in so many states already, in so many cities, because it started out with, let's say, you know, like maybe $50 shaving kits. We're like, yeah, let's not keep those out. They're kind of pricey. Now they're locking up $5 items because people are stealing everything. And in states like California, you don't even get charged unless you steal over 1,000. So why don't I go and steal 900 every day? Try to make this up. You can't. It is impossible. I talked about palladium yesterday. You see commodities going back up. That just, again, signals that inflation is not tamed. Inflation is continuing to show in areas where it hurts the middle class the most, whatever is left out of the middle class. And right now we get to find out that ApeMax is charging close to $1,000 for premiums on palladium, like I talked about on my video yesterday. They're selling them for $2,100 to $2,300 for 1 ounce bar. Not some special bar from whatever year and all this. None of that. Just a regular 1 ounce palladium coin that is right now trading at about $1,300. They're selling them for over $2,000 to have in your possession. I know there are cheaper ones out there, but I believe that there is something happening in this palladium, platinum space, overall precious metals. I believe a lot of people will find out, as I talked about, based on this debt explosion that we're seeing, basically currency debasement, that none of us have enough real things in our possession to make it comfortable for the next 10 years, what these freaks are doing. And they're not done. And yes, they can continue kicking the can down the road even more and continue to devalue, to debase currency on purpose while telling us that everything is fine. So again, right now, you got to be really aware what's happening. You got to prepare more. This is not investing, trading, life advice. I'm just telling you what I see, how I'm preparing, and just trying to, like I said, make sense out of this nonsense. And nonsense, there is plenty of that going on. Take care. We will talk soon. I am out.